Is that regardless of how he feels, that God is with him. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. And things are kind of changing for me a little bit, at least in the way that I wake up and do these. I used to wake up and go straight for a walk, but recently I've been waking up, taking a shower, and slowing down, and it's kind of been helping me start off my day like a little bit more aware, cognizant. So I actually read some scripture before coming out here, and it was making me think about this conversation that I had earlier this week, where a friend of mine was telling me how he's waiting to hear from the Lord. He's in a circumstance in his life where he just wants to see change, but change isn't coming, and I think we've all been in a season like that. And I was reading in Psalm 27, and it literally felt like almost exactly what it is that my friend is going through, at least the way he described it. And it's something that David wrote. And this is the part that I feel like resonated the most. It says, "Hear, O Lord, when I cry aloud. Be gracious to me and seek and answer me. You have said, seek my face. My heart says to you, your face, Lord, do I seek. Hide not your face from me. Turn not your servant away in anger, O you who have been my help. Cast me not off, forsake me not, O God of my salvation. My father and my mother have forsaken me, but the Lord will take me in. Teach me your way, O Lord, and lead me on a level path because of my enemies. And give me not to the will of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen against me, and they breathe out violence. I believe that I shall look upon the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong. Let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord." And I feel like this journey that David is on, where he steps in with so much confidence and he's like, man, you know, God, I know that even if my enemies were to enter into my home, I would be able to stand firm because I know that you were with me, going all the way then to saying like, but God, like I'm seeking your face and you say, seek my face. And so I'm doing it now, but like, don't forsake me. Don't leave me alone. Don't make me fight this battle alone. And the reason that he can have all of this confidence and the reason that he's doing this is because he knows that regardless of how he feels, that God is with him. And regardless of what his circumstance looks like, that God is with him, and he wants to have the wisdom of the Lord. He wants to have the strength of the Lord as his foundation, not his own strength. And he ends the psalm by saying, wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. And that's the reality of so many of Paul's psalms, is that even if he does express turmoil, ultimately what he always does is he always goes back and he relies on God. So maybe you're in a similar season. I know that, days can look like this season and not just necessarily weeks or months, but even hours can feel this way, where it feels like, man, I have to wait upon the Lord even in the next hour because my circumstance feels overwhelming or my day feels overwhelming. So I don't know if that's encouraging to you in the circumstance you're in right now, but maybe it's a pocket message and you keep it in your pocket or you share this with someone else. But whatever circumstance you might be going through right now, regardless of how you feel or what it might look like, wait on the Lord because he is your strength and he is your courage. Thanks for getting up at 5 a.m. with me.